Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today I'm going to be looking at this right here. This is the Aura 360. It's an ANC wireless over-the-air headphone from Naztech. Are there any reviews on this yet? Probably not, because it just came out recently. No, I'm not seeing any reviews here. Nope. Does it have any stars? Sometimes things have stars before they even, people have even seen them. Nope, doesn't say anything about any reviews for this. So anyway, this color is called the Moon Dust. It's kind of a grayish tan mix. This is gray, and this is grayish tan. Although on the box, I don't know if you can see it over here, but on the box I was thinking, oh my god, well, not in this light, but in the regular house lights, I thought it was going to be pink. And I was like, oh no, I picked that color, and because it does come in like a couple of other different colors. You have all black, standard silver, black, and then you have this nice black with brown, which I thought was really fancy. But I don't really have too many white headphones anymore. Matter of fact, the last charity run, I think I gave away almost every pair I had. The only pair of white ones that I have now are my AKGs, the M220 Pros, the wired ones. So that's about it. So I wanted something close to white. Obviously, this is more of an off-white, eggshell, whatever you want to call it, somewhere in between those colors. And I mean, it looks good. It really does look good. This looks like an expensive headphone. I mean, it's built solid. It's got a nice weight to it. There are your controls, your USB-C, your microphones, your power indicators, your buttons. It's got a lot of nice features to it. Also, nice cushion up here in the headband. This is plastic right here. This is metal, of course. Real metal, nice and cold to the touch. It doesn't fold. Some of these ones that look similar to this with this, they fold in. This one doesn't. This one only folds in this direction, and that's it. It folds flat. These pads, left and right indicators on the pads. The circumference in here is, I don't know, 3 fingers. Maybe there's actually padding under there too, which is good. So it's a little on the smaller side. Pressing it in, very, very soft, marshmallowy cushion memory foam. Naztech in gold right here. Does have an aux, so you can plug it in if you want to work wired. Does sound a bit different wired, more subdued. Inside the box, you get this big velvety pouch, very soft, and you get your aux jack and your USB-C to A. It's rubbery feeling. So there's that. And then there's some of the features here that we can see. Adaptive hybrid ANC. Ambient transparent mode. Distraction-free playtime. So if you're using ANC and you get about 24 hours of time, 30 hours with just the ANC on. Like if you're just using them as an ANC headphone to block out the noise somewhere. Ultra fast charging, that comes in handy. Some things that I buy, they can't handle the fast charge. They specifically say do not plug in a fast charger because you could burn out the battery. You could possibly cause a fire. So always look for that before you pop it on your phone charger. HD audio with deep rich bass, titanium coated drivers, over the ear design, low pressure ear cushions, and seamless telescoping arms. That's the adjustment that goes in and out of there. You can't really see it like some headphones where it's a metal bar. There's metal reinforcement in here, but you can't see it. This is all plastic, and of course real metal. There's a little light that goes on. I think it lights up red when you're turning it on. There's power indicators on the side. Let's put it on and you can hear the voice.
Power on.
As you can see, there's the The lights there for the power and everything. And that's basically that in a nutshell. Your volume buttons. This is a on-off and just multi-function button. You can press it 2 times to enter the different modes: ambient, ANC on, ANC off. Press it again for calls. The instructions are in there, the manual and everything. Let's get into the important thing, the sound on these. They do sound completely different with the ANC on and the ANC off. I like the ANC off. With the ANC off, it is a really, really thick bass, a boomy lower end that bleeds into the mid-range, making the mid-range kind of thick, a little recession there in the mid-range. And then you get the highs. They have a decent amount of sparkle. I don't think they actually have enough sparkle to offset the amount of bass in the ANC mode. Now, these are titanium drivers. Doesn't tell me what size, though. There's not a lot of information online. Even on their website, there's like very little information. So I'm trying to see if anywhere on Amazon it tells me, and it doesn't. So there is no information on the size of the drivers, but it says a duo of titanium coated dynamic drivers. Now, details on this is average to above average, depending on whether the ANC is on or off. You can hear the differences in the instruments with it off. It definitely sounds a little bit brighter. Bass is more subdued. It's still deep, but it's more subdued. Wired as well. And you get into the mids now. ANC on, like I said, the mids are kind of thicker. They're kind of recessed. Depending on your music, they could even get down to muddy if you're listening to something that's heavily bass boosted, like a YouTube video or just some music with the bass EQ on. I would not recommend that with this. It doesn't need any EQ. It's like automatically mega bass with the ANC on. With the ANC off, it is more balanced, still kind of like a more mild V shape, where it is a heavy V shape with the ANC on. And just overall, they sound fun. Now, soundstage isn't the widest soundstage in the world. It's kind of from ear to ear. It's more of a stereo sound signature than actual like a wide field for like gaming. These aren't really made for gaming, so that's fine. Decent overall performance for the $64 that it cost, especially considering the build. And these are more of something you would just grab because they look good and you want to go to the gym. And of course you want to hear music and you want to hear it well, but you don't want to spend $800 on a pair that's going to get ruined from the sweat or something like that. These do not have IPX, sweat resistance, so maybe the gym is a bad reference. But ultimately, they have a fun sound. There's a decent amount of detail and a heaping helping of bass. And they're very comfortable. They look good. And they're built really well. So, that said, they may sound different on things. I tested these on the Pixel and the Pixel only. I didn't use any other device. They connected well. The call is average for the call microphone. Could use a little bit lift in the volume, but it was average. And I'll do a video on the sound quality of this later. I was going to do that, but I don't want to have to shut this on and then disconnect the mic and then have to reconnect this. So I'll do a separate video where I'll do the sound demo for this and maybe the sound demo for the Rose Technics earbuds that have come in as well. So anyway, that's it in a nutshell. They look good. They're built. I mean, they got a nice weight to them. And this cushion is really awesome. And I don't know, maybe they just need some time to be broken in. I did not burn these in or anything else. I could plug in the wire and give them a run that way and see if they need some burning. Maybe there'll be less bass. Maybe it'll be more under control and not so thumpy, pounding in your eardrums. But ultimately, they do sound fun. They're not the most highly technical thing, which is weird because it is a titanium driver. I remember the ones from KZ that I got in, I was expecting those to be super bass, and they did have a decent amount of bass, but they were just really detailed and bright. These are not that bright, although they are brighter when you shut the ANC off. And when you go into transparency mode. Those two modes, they sound the same. Maybe there's slight differences. Wired, similar, maybe a little bit slightly more detailed with the wire. But who buys ANCs? They use the wire, right? So you get some, you get a pouch, you get the cables, and you get the unit itself, which looks good for like $65. $64.99 on Amazon. I don't know where else they sell it. I think you can get them from Naztech's website, so I'll leave Amazon and Naztech's website in the link. And this has been the Aura 360 ANC headphone. Thank you so much for watching. Be safe, and I'll see you in the next video.